Hello guys, this is the second short vlog and now we are going to discuss about the book is political science, and the topic we are going to discuss about influence of Rousseau's theory. Rousseau was philosopher of a revolution against arbitrary rule and a preacher of political democracy and popular sovereignty. He exercised great influence on political thought and events, especially of France, Germany, and America. Rousseau's revolution philosophy proclaimed first all that all men are by nature free and equal. Secondly, that philosophy proclaimed firstly that all men and by nature free and equal. Secondly, that the authority of government is based on the contract freely entered into by the equal and independent individual. And thirdly, that the people are the sovereign. This philosophy inspired the French revolutionaries who embodied it is the declaration of the rights of man, and also influenced the American framer of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Furthermore, Rousseau was an admirer of direct democracy of the ancient Greek type. He emphasized that the people alone should be lawmakers. He find his influence in the adoption of the methods of direct legislation by the people, the referendum and the initiative in such countries as Switzerland, etc. Popular sovereignty, the idea of a constant and direct legislation by the people, and revolutionary teaching in a day of the absolute king, and led to the French Revolution of 1789. Criticism of Rousseau's theory. Rousseau distinguished clearly between the state of the government. He expounded a theory of a popular sovereignty. He is the father of modern democracy. He tries to reconcile the absolute authority of the state with the absolute freedom of the individual. Social Contract Book, Chapter 7. Dunning Dunning, comments that Rousseau's spirit and teaching, however disguised and transformed, are seen everywhere, both in the speculative system and in the government organization of the stirring era that follow his death. A history of political thought from Rousseau to Spencer P. 30 is demonstrated one great political truth, that the authority of the government is finally based on the concept of the government that will not force is the base of the state. Rousseau's philosophy also contains certain defects of and paradoxes. He make no distinction between the state and society, a defect which is found in all idealistic thinkings. Absolute power, idealistic thinking. His main defect, however, lies in his explanation of the general will. He has embodied it with absolute power, but he failed to see that the unrestricted power of the general will might prove to be arbitrary and tyrannical to certain individual and section of the people, as well as absolute power of the king. For there is no guarantee that the general will is absolute, disinterested, and impartial among the conflicting wills of the individual. Rousseau asserts that the general will is neither the will of all nor and will of majority. Theoretically, it is correct, but in practice, the general will is expressed as the will of the majority and not as well as the of all. Lastly, by subordinating the individual will completely to the general will, Rousseau subordinate an individual to the unrestricted authority of the state. He thus paved the way of the authoritarian and totalitarian states of the present time. So, this is the second topic we discuss, and I think Rousseau's theory is mostly true and based on reality, but there are some places he made mistake because he is a human, so he can made mistake. So I think there is a bug in his theory. So in the next topic, I think we are going to compare the theory of Rousseau, Hobbes, and Locke. So meet in we are going to meet in next vlog. Thank you for all. Thank you for listening. Or that's all I have. There is nothing I can say more from you. To I think that's all. Meet in next vlog.